Hello, folks. How are you doing? Good evening and welcome to this very exciting session on the 99 percentile club mission XAT 2023. Yeah, that's what we are doing, right? We have a mission to crack the XAT 2023 exam, and this is a series of classes that we have started on decision making. Today's class gonna be exciting, gonna be a lot of learning in this session. So I think let's get started. But as always, the first thing I do is I'm making sure whether I am streaming live. If you can hear me and see me properly, please comment yes in the live section of YouTube in the comment section. I think I'm audible and visible, right? Chalo, let's get started. Okay, first slide as always makes me very proud. CAT 2022 toppers, right? We have 75 plus learners with 99 and above, and 110 learners with over 98 percentile. Now, this is great news for all of us and makes us all very proud. List of toppers. I'm not going to list the names, but yeah, some of our toppers. And then you can and if you are a CAT 2023 aspirant, right? We are launching the Zero to Zenith batch on January 5th, right? So you also want to be a topper in CAT 2023, come join us. And the good news is we have launched a limited period offer, CAT 2023, and we are giving 23% discount on all our subscriptions. Use the discount code Parikshit Live, which is mentioned at the bottom of your screen. So if you use the code Parikshit Live, right, you will not only get the maximum discount, but you will also end up getting free mentorship from my side. What is mentorship? It's all about helping you beyond your class hours. At any point of time, you have queries, you have doubts while preparing at home, you can connect with me in one-on-one over a call to get your queries resolved. With that free mentorship available only for students who join Plus using the code Parikshit Live. Okay. Now, upcoming free class. Now, tomorrow, I'm gonna take a free class between 1 to 2 p.m. on must solve decision making. Must solve decision making caselets. It's not on YouTube, but it's gonna be a free class on the Unacademy platform. Okay, 1 to 2 p.m. All new caselets gonna be discussed here. And one more thing, tomorrow, 30th of December, right? I'm not gonna take night 10 to 11. There are no 10 to 11 classes. Tomorrow and day after 31st, none of us would want to do YouTube classes at 10 to 11, right? You must be enjoying the new year. So tomorrow I'm going to take a XAT QA session on YouTube. Okay, XAT QA, special XAT QA session on YouTube. Okay, and the timings will be 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. XAT का QA questions करेंगे. Some of the most commonly occurring XAT QA questions जो multiple times occur किया है in past papers, we are going to do between 11 to 12 p.m. And then रात को tomorrow and 31st को there are no classes. We are going to begin this ritual 10 to 11 वाला रात को from 1st of January. From 1st of January. Okay. 30th and 31st को रात को no classes. Okay. Chalo. With this, let's get started. First set on your screen, give it a try. First set on your screen, give it a try. This is from the CAT 2021 paper. CAT 2021 paper, and take 2 minutes. All yours. Remember to apply the step-by-step process that we have been discussing. Summarize, pre-thinking, and then mark the answer by eliminating the options. Right? Don't skip the steps. Don't skip the steps. Okay? If you'll get the answer, please do type the answer. Okay, Mohammed is saying option 5. Gonna check. We will check. Mohammed is saying option 5. We are gonna check. I'm just marking, circling option 5 because someone has mentioned it to be option 5. Any other answer? Any other answer? Any other answer? Okay. The cooler also tells me option 5. Okay. Gonna check. Gonna check. Any other answer? Any other answer? Read it carefully. Read it. Summarize it. Apply the pre-thinking process and then mark your answer. Don't skip the steps, please. Take your time. I don't want to rush. You should eliminate every option for a reason. When you eliminate an option, it's not like मन में आ रहा है तो eliminate कर दिया कि लग रहा है कि eliminate हो जाएगा. No. If you're eliminating something, ask yourself, what's the reason for which I'm eliminating this option? That's very important. Okay, I still give you another 30 seconds because I want to start slow. I don't want to rush through. Any other answer that you all have? Okay, I think we'll get started. I think we will get started. Okay, chalo. Let's get started with the first question of the day. Amish is the marketing head of an e-commerce firm named Flipkart. Okay, Flipkart ko they have made it Flipkart, right? They cannot use the same name. They will be sued. So this is the marketing head of an e-commerce firm. Recently, FICT signed a contract with a top celebrity to endorse their firm. A few months later, the celebrity was signed as an ambassador to promote tourism in a small country, Wadia, ruled by a dictator. Okay, the dictator, in his zeal matlab enthusiasm, right, eagerness to bring peace to the region, brutally suppressed an armed uprising in Wadia. He is currently facing sanctions imposed by a few countries. When the news of the celebrities' association with Wadia becomes public, calls for boycott of FICT start trading on social media. Okay. So I'm just trying to summarize in my own words what is happening. There is a company, that company got in one of the famous actors as his brand ambassador. Okay, a very famous actor, probably like Shah Rukh Khan. They got him as his brand ambassador. Now, what did this actor do? This actor also became the ambassador of a country which was ruled by a dictator, and that in that country the dictator is not known for the right reasons. Why? Because he has actually killed a few people, right, in his country recently. Okay, and they say it was an armed uprising which he has suppressed, brutally suppressed, so probably maybe even killed a few people. Now, the problem is this actor is associated with the dictator and he's also the brand ambassador of an Indian company. Now, the company is afraid that if the news spreads, right, that this particular actor is actually representing the company, people might boycott the goods of the company. That's the story out here. That's the story. Yes? Okay. The story is done. We have summarized it. Step one is done. Step two. Amish is concerned with the trending. Remember, Amish is the marketing head. He is concerned with the trending boycott calls and its probable impact on FICT's brand image. Given the social media backlash, right, which of the following courses of action will help Amish best defend FICT's continued association with the celebrity? Okay, now think about it. Look at the question. Question is saying media, there is a lot of backlash on social media, probably on Facebook, Instagram, but they are saying what should the marketing head do so as to defend the association with the celebrity? Okay, now think about it. Now think about it. Let's do a pre-thinking. Let's do a pre-thinking. That pre-thinking is very important. Remember, the question is not about removing that brand ambassador from the company. He continues to be as it is, but what should the company do? Pre-thinking I need to do. Now, I should say probably you might probably want to tell the people that, you know what, I'm just trying to pre-think. I'm not looked at the options, that you know what, that this actor actually does not represent the ideals of that dictator. He promotes that country. He promotes that country, but he is in no way, or probably no way, reflects the actions of the dictator, right? So I might support Putin. Narendra Modi might also support Putin, but does it mean that Modi ji supports Putin's brutal actions in Ukraine, probably killing of the innocents? Does he support that? Does India support that? No, right? But for other good things, do we support Russia? Absolutely. That's what comes to my mind. So what the company should do is, company should distinguish, okay, that's what coming to my mind. Distinguish good and bad actions of the dictator. Good and bad actions of dictator, okay, of dictator. And I will say, actor, try to connect with good actions. Try to connect with good actions. That's what is coming to my mind. Connect with good actions, right? That's what is coming to my mind. I don't know whether this thought is correct or wrong. I have not even looked at the options. But if you're looking at the question is saying the celebrity continues to be associated with the company, then how do you defend yourself? So you cannot ask the celebrity that don't promote that dictator. The only thing is that you can put in a clarification. How? Probably you want to say that he is associated with only the good things of the dictator, right? That's what my thought process. But anyway, let's get started with the options. Let's get started with the options. First one, ignore social media backlash, assuming that in a few days a new issue will start trending. I told you in the XAT, status quo is never an answer. Ria tells me option 2. Okay, Ria will check. We will check. Remember, as a manager, whenever there is a problem, you are gonna solve that problem. You are gonna at least try to solve the problem. Status quo, keeping the problem as it is, ignoring the problem, will never ever be an answer in the XAT. Never ever. Whatever the problem, big or small, you have to try to solve it. Option 1 is not yours. Option 3, declare on social media that the company chose the celebrity for his philanthropic works. Now think about it. You are trying to say, why did you choose the celebrity, right? You're putting in your thoughts, but that's not why the backlash is. The backlash is because that celebrity is associated with the dictator. So you would want to say, you know what, there lies the problem. So you have to bring in the dictator, you have to bring in the celebrity. Both are the problems. The problem is not about you and the celebrity. Option 3 talks about the company, talks about the celebrity, but doesn't talk about the dictator, who is a major part of the problem and hence the backlash. Option 3 cannot be yours. Cannot be your answer. Option 4, withdraw all advertisements involving the celebrity from all media platforms till the social media moves to another issue. No, question is clearly telling you that, you know what, they are gonna defend the continued association with the celebrity. You got to defend. They're not asking you to take a step back. They're asking you to defend the action of the celebrity. Option 4 is not defending, cannot be yours. What about option 2? Publicize on social media that FICT has nothing to do with the celebrities association with other brands. Is it? Can you do that? Can you do that? Right? Will it help? Think about it. I don't know if you have noticed, but Baiju, you know what? There was this Baiju and Shah Rukh Khan promoting Baiju. And sometime, I don't know, some months back, I don't remember when, some months back, Shah Rukh Khan's son was involved in the controversy. I don't know how many of you realize, but during that time, Baiju had taken off the ads involving Shah Rukh Khan. Right? Had Baiju come up and said that, you know what, I have nothing to do what the son of Shah Rukh Khan does. ऐसा थोड़ी किया था Baiju. Right? So similarly, for them coming out and saying, we don't know what this actor is doing, is just washing your hands of the problem. That's not what managers do. They don't wash their hands of the problem. 2 is also not the answer. 5 is the answer. Publicize on social media that the celebrity's endorsement of Wadia tourism will help improve the livelihoods of warriors poor. Remember, he was signed as the ambassador to promote tourism. Very specific cause. What was the cause? Tourism was the cause. Nothing else but just tourism. So the company should try to distinguish tourism from everything else. Everything else would include even the armed uprising. Everything else would include even the armed uprising. So say that the actor is only associated with the country's tourism and he has nothing to do with the armed uprising. That's a good way of justifying. Answer is 0.5. Answer is 0.5. No, Ria, right? How will it bring more backlash? It won't bring more. So it's all about choosing the best. Am I saying this is the best option? Had I been in his place, probably I will stop the ads. I think that's the easiest way to do. I'll stop the ads. But the question here is saying, you know what? You got to continue with your association with the celebrity. Given the circumstances, question is asking, what should you do? Right? So Ria, among the options, so Ria is asking me a question. Among the options, option 5 is the best one. Okay? Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? Clear? Clear? Can I go to the next one? Can I go to the next one? Okay? I hope this is clear. Let's target the next one. Okay. Continue. XAT 2021 only. XAT 2021 only. 2 minutes. Take your time. Summarize it. Put the pre-thinking thoughts, then try to get the answer. Don't skip the steps. Summarize, pre-think, then answer. Okay, I see already some answers coming, but I don't want to comment anything at the moment and bias people's opinions when they are just reading, they've started reading. So we'll just hold on and we'll see what are the other answers that people are giving. Mohammed is already telling me one answer, but we'll check whether that's correct or wrong. Is a point that we need to check. 50 to 60% of the job is done if you are able to summarize and pre-think. Even if you summarize, 50% done. Another 25% done if you are able to pre-think. Only 20 to 25% is actual answers. That's the part, right? 75% of the job, I think, is to summarize and pre-think. You do that correctly, you'll get the correct answer. Okay. I see Mohammed and the cooler, right? I like the name, the cooler. Uh, telling me that it's option 4. Okay. Gonna check. Gonna check. Any other answer? Any other answer? Jay is also telling me answer of option 4. Shivani is telling me option 4. Okay. Any other answer? Shivani is telling me option 5. Okay. So Shivani is telling me option 5. I have got two answers till now. I have got two answers till now. Okay. Sachin is telling me option 4. Okay. So 4 and 5. अभी तक दो ही आंसर मिला है. I think we will get started. What say? I think we will get started. What say? Start kare. Any other answer? Any other answer? Okay. Let's start. Let's start. Okay. Please concentrate. FI City, which is the name of the company, the closest competitor is Shop at You, wants to grab this opportunity. They have come up with the slogan, never at the cost of human rights, which has started trending in the social media. Amish, who is the marketing manager of FI City, is unsure if he should respond to the social media campaign of the competitor. Okay, which of the following options, if true, will best assure Amish that SOS slogan is not affecting FI City's business negatively? Negatively. Okay. So try to summarize. Summary is the company is already involved in the controversy with its brand ambassador. Right? Now what has happened? The competitor, one of its major competitor, is taking advantage of the scenario. What it is doing? It is actually launching a campaign. And the name of the campaign is Never at the Cost of Human Rights. It's actually a dig, right? At these people, right? At FICT. Now, the manager of the company FI series worried that should I actually respond back to my competitor, right? And the question is asking which of the options will convince the manager that, you know what, this campaign is not affecting me negatively, is not affecting me negatively. Now got to do a pre-thinking. I got to do a pre-thinking. I need to prove that some campaign is not affecting me negatively. It's not that it's not affecting, but it's not affecting me negatively. Now think about it. The best way to prove that something is not affecting me is if I have some facts, data, some facts and figures and data. If by any chance you can prove that, you know what, data, probably the sale number, something, the data, right? Data before start of campaign, before start of competitors campaign, okay, and data data now, okay, with the campaign of the competitor going on is more or less the same. There is not much difference in the data could be sales data, revenue data, cost data, brand image data, something, but some data. I think data would be the strongest way to prove that a campaign is not affecting me. Will you agree? A campaign is not impacting me. That's the thought process that I have in my mind. Someone might have a doubt, sir, what happens if I'm not able to come up to this pre-thinking? Fine, you cannot come out to the exact pre-thinking like me, but think about some solution. A campaign is not affecting me. I need to prove that. How will you prove? The best way to prove is not by saying it is not affected. English to koi bhi bol lega, but if you have some data, some numbers, I think that's the best way to prove that I'm not affected. Let's see if any of the options have these data. People have marked 4 and 5, so I'll go with the other options first. More people are looking for cash on delivery for the high-end products since the SAU slogan launch, which is against companies' policies. The question is, FICT's business should not be affected, right? And यहाँ पे option 1 talks about cash on delivery only for high-end products. It doesn't even consider all the products. It only considers cash on delivery. It's just a mode of payment. This is not even remotely related to what is being asked in the question. Number 2, FICT's average monthly revenue sales has decreased by 3% overall when compared to the same month previous year. Now think about it. Option 2 is just telling you the negative. What it is telling you? It is telling you that my sales or revenue has come down this month. If it has come down, that means the campaign probably has affected you. 2 is just saying the opposite. Instead of the word decrease, had it said remaining the same or slightly increase, I would have marked option 2 as my answer. But 2 is saying sales have decreased this month. That means it is affecting me. 2 cannot be your answer. 3. FICT's average monthly sales revenue has increased by 1% overall since last month. Okay. Average monthly sales revenue has increased by 1 month overall since last month. Good. 3 is definitely a good point, not a bad point. It tells FICT is doing well compared to last month. Point 3 is a good point. I'm surprised none of you have marked that. Point 4. FI's average monthly sales volume has increased by 5% since the slogan launch, driven by the sales to repeat customers. Repeat customers means someone who is buying it multiple times, right? So sales has increased by 5%, and this is mainly because of repeat customers. Okay, this is also a good point. Point number 5. Number of visitors to FICD's homepage has increased by 15% since the slogan launch. Visitors to homepage. Think about it. Tomorrow, if I go back and tell Unacademy that, you know what, Unacademy is doing really well, and my Unacademy some president director will ask me how, I'll say, you know what, many people are coming to Unacademy and looking at the website. Do you think there is a matrix? Do you think that will be a matrix for an academy to say that it is doing really well? Why? Not because people are joining the classes, just because people are visiting the website. They might be looking at the look and feel. They might just be hearing the word Unacademy every time. So they are just coming and seeing the website. Do you think just coming to the website of Unacademy will be a matrix that Unacademy is doing well? No, right? No. It could be that I come to your website, I want to buy, but I don't buy because I have something bad in my mind. What is the bad? That slogan comes to my mind, never at the cost of human rights. So I don't buy, I go back. Point number 5 is not strong enough. Is not strong enough. Is not an answer. I know some of you have marked point 5, but that's not your answer. Between 3 and 4, okay, 4 is definitely a better answer. Why? Because it tells you sales have increased and it gives you a reference point. What is the reference point? Since the slogan launch. Reference point is since the slogan launch. Since the slogan launch. Someone might ask, so why not 3? 3 is saying sales have increased compared to last month. But I don't know when was the slogan launched. Probably the slogan was launched this month only. Probably the slogan was launched last week only. So whenever you are doing a comparison, it has to be before the campaign started and now, right? So there is the comparison. Point 4 definitely is better, is yours. 3 also cannot be yours. Are we clear on this? Take a moment out, have a look. You have a doubt, you ask. Also, 1% is very minimal. Correct. The cooler is absolutely correct. He says between 1 and 5, 1 is very minimal and 5 is a better number, right? So you can be more confident that, you know what, the campaign has an impact on me. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Any doubt? Can I go to the next one? I'm taking my time. Someone might think, इतना एक ही चीज बार बार बोल रहे हैं, but thought process सोचो ना. The thought process is what you want to learn, not 100 questions. You learn the thought process, that's it. Right? Chalo, let's go to the next one. Third one. Take your 2 minutes, follow the process, and take your 2 minutes. CAT 2021 only. CAT 2021 only, and take your 2 minutes. Okay, Mohammed tells me it's option 5. Okay, gonna check. I want others to apply the process and do. I want others to apply the process and do. Okay, take your time. 30 seconds more doesn't matter, but get the correct answer. A few seconds more doesn't matter, but if it fetches you the correct marks, the correct option, that's all we want. That's all we have been trying to do, right? अदरवाइज कितना टेम्पटिंग है ना ये कि कोई एक ऑप्शन तो टिक तो कर ही देगा, सबको ही टिक कर देगा, बट गेटिंग द करेक्ट वन इज द चैलेंज। आ गया? एनी अदर आंसर? The cooler also tells me it's option 5. Okay. Couple of people are telling me it's option 5. We will check. We will check. We will check. Remember, definitely type the answer, because you know what? Getting it wrong now doesn't matter. Even if you're getting it correct, doesn't matter, right? अपने को ना जैट का एग्जाम में करेक्ट करना है, राइट? तो अभी गलती करना है तो करो, नो नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम, वट एवर यू फील, यू टेल व्हाट्स द आंसर, डोंट वरी, worst case it will be wrong, what's the big deal? Getting it? Okay, Jay is giving me two answers, 3 or 5. Okay, Mohammed, you are correct. Mohammed is saying magnitude doesn't matter. Definitely, Mohammed, but that was just an additional point. 5% or 1%, but the other part was more important, right, Mohammed? That's what we explain also. Ki time frame diya hua tha. You are correct, Mohammed. Confused between idealistic or practical. Okay, so someone is saying 3 or 5, so I'll keep a note of 3 as well. 3 or 5. Okay, fine. Any other answer? Any other answer? I think it's about time that we did this together. Okay. Sachin is also saying option 3. Okay. Gonna check. Fine. Let's start. Let's start in the interest of time. Let's start. Okay. Tracked a major travel and hospitality conglomerate. Ayushi is also saying option 3. Fine. We'll check. Conglomerate matlab, जैसे the Tata Group is a conglomerate, right? Tata Group. Why? Because the Tata Group has TCS, Tata Steel, and whatnot. There are so many companies. It's a conglomerate, right? One big union, and then a lot of companies they manage, right? So Tract is a major travel and hospitality conglomerate. Operates globally with a significant presence in Wadia. Remember, Wadia is the country with the dictator. Ever since the celebrity has signed the contract with Wadia Tourism, the number of international tourists in Wadia has increased manifold. Okay. Companies like Track have a great hope towards the future of tourism in Wadia. Consequently, Track is looking forward to increase its investments in Wadia. However, Tract is concerned about the social media backlash against the celebrity. Tract fears that the celebrity may terminate his contract with Wadia Tourism. So there is a travel company, like let's say Make My Trip, and what it happens is it sees that since the time probably Shah Rukh Khan or an actor, you know what, has signed a contract with Wadia, lot of foreign people, lot of people are traveling to that foreign country, probably because they were not aware before. Now that an actor is endorsing that country, people are going to that country. So the tourism company is liking it. Obviously, they're going to make a lot of money out of it. They have a lot of business. So what the tourism company is thinking, I mean, Tract is thinking, the travel company, that it would want to expand its operations in that foreign country called Wadia. But it has a small fear. What is the fear? The fear is because the actor is facing negative comments on social media so frequently because of his association with that company, the actor anytime may terminate the contract with Wadia Tourism. The actor anytime may terminate the contract with Wadia Tourism. Right? I have summarized it. Step 1 is done. Question: which of the following data available in the public domain? Public domain मतलब गूगल में available है, सबको ही मालूम, सबको मालूम है. will best assure Trek that the celebrity will continue his association with the tourism sector of Wadia, right? Now think about it. Now think about it. The travel company has a fear that the actor might terminate the contract. Question is asking, what do you think will actually convince this travel company that the actor is not gonna terminate his contract? Not gonna terminate his contract. Now think about it. How do you think? What will be the best way? What will be the best way? I'm just trying to do a sort of pre-thinking. For me to be most convinced that the author is not gonna back out, of the contract with Wadia is, I think if I hear from the actor himself, if the actor himself comes and tells on public media that I am not gonna terminate my contract with Wadia. If he comes and makes a statement or probably gives an interview or some action of his, some action of his, okay, which praises Wadia, something like that, then you can be sure that he's not gonna terminate the contract. So can I say actor himself says so in some public platform, himself says so in some public platform? That could be one way, or they are saying in public domain, or it could be some action of the actor. Remember, the most convincing thought for me that he's not going to back out is if I hear from the actor himself, not if Modi ji comes and tell me कि शाहरुख खान is not going to back out. मोदी जी बोलेगा भी नहीं और दूसरा आदमी का विश्वास भी क्यों करूं? लेकिन अगर शाहरुख खान खुद से आगे बोलता है या खुद से कोई एक्शन देता है which shows that he is not going to back out, that is going to be the most convincing reason that this actor is not going to back out. That's my pre-thought. Okay, that's my pre-thought. I'm correct, I'm wrong, I don't know. My pre-thought can be wrong, not a big deal. But at least I've got some thought process. With that thought process, I think I can get started. Okay. People are saying option 3 and 5. Let's see. Number 1. Last week, the celebrity announced that any backlash against him is a support for terrorism. He is comparing his critics to terrorism. He is saying that anyone who criticizes me is a terrorist. Do you think any sensible person would do that? You know what? If he does that, that probably will lead to more backlash. And that definitely will not convince the travel company regarding anything. They will actually fear the worst, that he's now saying that those are terrorists. You know what? The government might actually file a case against him. Option 1 is not yours. Option 2. A week back, the celebrity released videos of the interiors of Wadia where the poor need help. Okay, interiors of Wadia where the poor need help. Now think about it. The celebrity is releasing a video which shows that people of Wadia, the poor people, need help. Not a very convincing option. It has nothing to do with the criticism, right? It has nothing to show that this guy is not going to back out. Just because I share a video of that country doesn't mean that I'm not going to back out, right? Point 2 is not very convincing. I am not going to go with 2 as well. Option 4. Last fortnight matlab 15 days, last 15 days mein, the celebrity declared in the social media that upliftment of the poor is his biggest goal in the coming decade. Upliftment of the poor. Now think about it. Upliftment of the poor has no connection to Wadia. Upliftment, remember, does it say somewhere that Wadia is a poor country? It doesn't. It only says the actor is going to promote tourism in Wadia. So anything which is saying that upliftment of the poor, it is not being able to connect to Wadia. Had it said that Wadia is a very poor country and this guy's promoting tourism is actually helping the poor people, then it could have been a different answer altogether. It could have been answer 4. But here, I'm not able to connect the poor in Wadia to my intention to uplift the poor. So there's no connection. Point 4 is again not your answer. 3 and 5. Recently, the celebrity pledged 5% of his annual income towards global poverty alleviation. Alleviation matlab poverty reduction. Think about it. Please try to connect it to that country Wadia. Pledging 5% of your income to a charity, which says that you want to remove poverty. And how are you connecting it to Wadia? How are you connecting it to Wadia? There is no link only. There has to be some link, right? He has to do something which is saying that Wadia is a good country. I appreciate the ruler, or probably some action of his which says that he is not bothered what is happening here. Point Ray is not connected to the question. Cannot be your answer. Cannot be your answer. That leaves us with only one option. 5. A week back, the celebrity signed on as the goodwill ambassador of the kingdom of Dubia, where recently the king ferociously crushed insurgency. तो देखो और एक कंट्री के साथ उसने टाई अप कर लिया, and that country ka king also did exactly the same thing which the dictator of Wadia did. So that means I'm not bothered. Abhi, given a chance, I'm gonna sign up with a similar person altogether. That shows that this guy is not bothered. That is why he signed up with a person who is very similar to the dictator of Wadia. Point 5 is yours. Someone might ask, sir, आपका pre-thinking तो अलग था. हाँ, मेरा pre-thinking अलग था. It's not possible, right? That every time I think and the author is also giving me the same reason. But my pre-thinking helped me to clear my thoughts. My pre-thinking helps me to mark the answer in most of the cases. My pre-thinking gives me a logical direction to look for that answer, because every time I see an option, I just try to connect with what I have in my pre-thinking. Is it matching to some extent? If no, not my answer. If yes, could be an answer. Right? So the pre-thinking part did not give me the exact answer. कहाँ से आया? Exact answer नहीं आया. But did it help? Definitely it helped. It set a logical way of thinking to the question. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Are we clear? Pledging doesn't mean he will definitely continue the contract. He might just retrieve the contract and support the poor. Mohammed, that's not the reason. The reason is global poverty alleviation and what happened in Wadia, right? Those are not connected. Think about it. Are they connected? No. That's the reason why 3 is not the answer. Are we clear on it? Are we clear on it? Can I go to the next one? सही है ना? कोई doubt है किसी को? चलो, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Okay, try this. Got it right? Awesome. Try this. XAT 2021 again. XAT 2021 again. 2 minutes. Read it slowly. Take your time. 2 minutes can become 3 minutes, not a problem. But if it fetches you the correct answer, that's it. That's what you want. So, okay, Mohammed is saying option 3. Okay, we are gonna check. We are gonna check. Okay. Nanlal is also saying option 3. Okay. So a couple of people are telling me option 3. We'll check. We will check. Good evening, Nanlal. I think you are थोड़ा late कर दिया आज. Jay is also telling me option 3. Okay. Gonna check. Gonna check. The cooler tells me it's option 3 as well. क्या बात है? Everyone agrees with one option. Correct or wrong? We are gonna check. Yes. Yes. Waiting. Any other answer? Any other answer? Sachin is telling me option 3 as well. Okay. All of you are going with option 3. Okay. I think we'll get started. I think we will get started in the interest of time. Okay. Chalo, let's get started. Let's get started. Please concentrate. It's gonna be my turn. Okay, let's start. Rohini is one of the most popular faculty members in the finance department, known for her in class engagement with students. Every year, she offers an elective financial risk and derivatives management in the fourth term, which gets subscribed at about 100 students. Wow, okay. This year, owing to COVID 19, she is forced to teach the course online, that too in the fifth term. The fifth term is notorious for its non-negotiable teaching slots. क्या क्या word use किया है? Notorious for its non-negotiable teaching slots. To enable her teaching, Rohini uses her favorite laptop, MapleBook Lite, sold by Maple. Okay. Rohini converts her family bedroom into a working room because of the strong Wi Fi signals. The room is mostly used by Rohini for taking her classes. However, Rinku, her husband, also uses it for running his meetings. Rohini has two children aged 5 and 8 who use the living room as their playground. During meetings and classes, the working room is shut to save it from unwanted disturbance and noises from the living room. Quite a lengthy paragraph. And remember, I am not a verbal faculty, so I can't be, I'm not used to reading, to be very honest, long passages. Okay. So, what I do whenever I come across something which is very lengthy, I generally break it down. For some of you, you might want to break it down into one paragraph. Every time you read a paragraph, summarize, move to the next. Summarize, move to the next. Right? Or that's how most of us do, because unless you're very good at verbal and probably you're very good at RCs where you actually read everything and then able to summarize, not all of us can do that. So I would say try to summarize it paragraph wise, one paragraph or two paragraphs, whatever you feel you is doable, you do that. Try to summarize the first paragraph. First paragraph, what is it they say? It's saying that there is a very popular educator, faculty member who teaches some finance subjects. And every time that subject is taken by some 100 plus students. But this year, what happened? COVID happened, because of which she has to take the subject online. Now, how is she taking online? She is taking it online from her house. Okay. And from her house, she takes it from the bedroom, because they say the bedroom has got strong Wi-Fi signals. Now, the bedroom, that room is also used by her husband for his meetings. Now, Rohini, that lady, has got two children. Okay. And they sometimes play in the drawing room. So whenever they play, Rohini or her husband, whoever is working, closes the door so that there is no disturbance. I think paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 I have summarized. Let's go to paragraph 3. It is 3:10 p.m. and Rohini's penultimate session of the course is gonna end in 20 minutes. So some course is going on which is gonna end in at 3:30. As usual, Rinku enters the room Have they talked about Rinku? I think first time they are introducing Rinku, right? However, Rinku her husband. Acha, Rinku is the husband. Rinku is the husband. As usual, Rinku enters the room with a cup of Darjeeling tea. Just before entering, he asks his kids to stop playing for some time. He quietly places the teacup on Rohini's study table and exits the room, leaving the door ajar. Ajar matlab slightly open, leaving the door slightly open. Okay. As soon as he leaves, a tennis ball comes thundering inside, crashing into our Maple book monitor. What is the Maple book? That was the laptop. The monitor breaks and Rohini's class ends abruptly, much before the scheduled time. Oh wow, क्या story बनाया है? What has happened? The lady is taking a class. Class is about to get over, and before class is getting over, husband comes with his with a cup of tea, keeps it next to his wife, and then he leaves. But he forgets to close the door completely. He keeps it ajar. Ajar is slightly open. The bachas, the kids, they were playing, and suddenly a ball comes inside the room, hits the laptop. Laptop breaks, and even the class ends suddenly. Question is, what should be best held responsible for the accident? What should be? I think this is a simple one. Even if I got to do some pre-thinking, think about it. Rohini to Bichari, there are only three actors. There are only three actors. One is the lady, one is the husband, one is the children, the two children. I'm considering as one. Lady is teaching, so she can't be blamed for the accident. Kids, they are too young, they don't know what is happening, they can't be blamed. Husband, I think I'm just doing a pre-think. It's either the husband or probably no one. Probably no one. I got to see the options. It's either the husband or the no one. I'm not writing the pre-thinking, but either the husband or no one. Because lady, Betty, she's taking classes, cannot be blamed. Bachas cannot be blamed. So who will you blame? Either the husband or no one. Let's look at the options. First option is the kids not checking the door before resuming play. You can't blame the kids when they are just 5 and 8 years old. You can't blame them. Option one is not your answer. Number two, COVID 19. Are you going to blame COVID 19? Imprisoning Rohin and her children in a closed space. If something bad happens to you today or tomorrow or to me, are you going to blame that COVID 19 is the cause? You can't, right? So, point two also cannot be your answer. 4. Rinku Singh, husband, not waiting for the class to get over before serving tea. Was tea the reason? And remember, they are saying, he's saying, someone might say, so could be the reason. Tea agar baad mein deta, to ye hota nahi. But the author is very clear when he uses the word as usual. मतलब ये आज नहीं पहले भी ऐसा ही होता था. हर बार हस्बैंड चाय लेके आता था. तो क्योंकि हर बार लेके आ रहा है, तो can you say that the tea is the culprit? You can't. You can't say that the husband came with the tea. That's the reason. Why? Because he comes always. They use the word as usual. It's not the first time he's coming. Answer four is option four is also eliminated. Option four is also eliminated. 5. Rohini not locking the door from inside during class hours. Remember, it was the husband who should have actually closed the door, not Rohini. So you can't be blaming Rohini for this because she was taking a class. Can you interrupt? Can suddenly I wake walk? Can I say that please wait? I'm gonna go and close the door. I can't, right? I'm taking a YouTube session. Can I just go out and see that? Okay, let me talk to someone and come back. I can't. So if someone is coming inside, he or she should be closing the door. Point 5 gone. Thankfully, there is no option like no one is responsible. There is no option like that. So it doesn't make me think too much. I simply have one option, the husband for leaving the door open. That's the answer. A pretty simple one. ये problem ZAT में होगा कब? ZAT में, think about it. If this passage would have come, because it is lengthy, some of you would have left it. But what you would have lost is a pretty simple one. I would call it a sitter. Lengthy था, लेकिन sitter था, कितना आसान था ये. Right? Chalo, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Let's be a bit fast. Okay, try this out. ZAT 2021 only. ZAT 2021 only. 2 minutes. Okay, Nanlal is saying option 3. Okay, gonna check. Gonna check. Mohammed is saying option 3. Okay, some of you are saying option 3. Any other answer? Any other answer? Any other answer? The cooler tells me it's option 3 as well. Okay, gonna check. A pretty simple one. आ गया? Jay tells me option 3 as well. Okay. Sachin tells me option 3 as well. Okay. Okay, I think we'll do it together. It's a short one. It's a small one. Okay, we'll do it together in the interest of time. Let's do it together. Rohini has a concluding session scheduled the very next day. Which of the following is the best course of action for Rohini regarding the final session? Okay. Now think about it. I'm just trying to pre-think. Pre-think me what happens? The teacher doesn't have a laptop. Pre-think. The teacher doesn't have a laptop. So how should she take the class? How should they take the class? Right? So I'm just trying to pre-think. एक तो class तो she should take, right? What is the best course of action regarding the final session? She should manage somehow. How manage? Take from an alternate device. I would say the best way would be take from an alternate device. Remember, it's not very easy to buy a laptop in a few hours, in a single day. So take the session from an alternate device. Probably borrow it from your friend, borrow it from your neighbor, borrow it from your husband, or from an alternate device, some alternate device, but just try to take the session somehow, right? That's what the best course of action could be. That's what is my pre-thinking. Let's look at the options. She should inform the students that the course is deemed concluded. Can I do that? Today, if my laptop crashes, can I say that? Can I drop you a message on Telegram and say that, you know what? That's it. Think that the course is completed. My laptop crashed. Can I do that? No, right? You all will go on complaining, right? Just kidding. But yeah, I can't do that, right? I can't do that. That's my personal problem. Statement 1 is incorrect. Next, she should defer the session until she finds a suitable slot. Deferring the session is again not a very good option. I'm not eliminating it. If I don't have an option, I will tell you. We can think about it. But at the moment, I'm not eliminating two. Sometimes it happens. I'm sick. So what do I tell Unacademy? That we'll have to defer the session till I recover. Fine. So I think two I will keep. We'll see if that can be an answer. Three people have marked. We'll come back. Four. She should cancel the student and ask students to mail video presentation of the topic she intend to teach. No, that's not the way. Whatever I thought I will teach, I should teach. Option 4 cannot be your answer. Option 5, she should request Swarna, her colleague, to take her session the next day. Can I do that? If I am not well, if I can't take, can I tell someone else to take my session? Not a very good option. So 2 or 3 में से कुछ हो. What is 3? She should take her last session on the mobile phone and request students to tolerate the inferior experience. I think out of 2 and 3, 3 is the best option. You take it from an alternate device and tell your students that I don't have a laptop. Please, for just one session, please tolerate this inferior experience. Point 3 is your answer. Ayushi is saying, I used to take students for classes for my students. That's good, Ayushi. That's really good. I think taking classes is something that gives at least me a lot of joy, happiness. Yeah, chalo, let's go to the next one. Clear? Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? Clear? Chalo, let's go to the next one. Number 6 on your screen, again from the XAT 2021 paper. Again from the XAT 2021 from your phone. Okay? Yeah, people do take, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं लेता है, definitely. XAT 2021, 2 minutes. Okay. Mohammed tells me option 1. Adish tells me option 1. Okay. Gonna check. Gonna check. Mohammed tells me option 1. Adish tells me option 1. Any other answer? I see a couple of you telling me option 1. Any other answer? Any other answer? Shreya tells me option 1 as well. क्या बात है आजकल लोग सबको एक ही आंसर दे रहा है. And I'm happy that till now, I don't know this one, but till now you have given me the correct answer. I'm super happy about it. That shows that the effort that you are putting in, right, for so long is working. Mohammed is saying 1, Adish is saying 1, Shreya is saying 1, Jubaraj is saying 1. Okay. Okay, a lot of you are telling me it's option 1. Any other answer? Nanlal is also telling me option 1. Any other answer? Someone else? कोई दूसरा आंसर आया है किसी को? कोई दूसरा आंसर आया है किसी को? Any other answer? No? Okay. Okay, we'll check. If this is correct or wrong, I don't know. We will check it together. Okay, let's get started in the interest of time. Chalo, start karte. Jay also tells me option 1. Fine, we'll check. With the sixth term round the corner, Rohini, the professor, goes to the Maple Service Center only to find that the replacement for a crash monitor may take several weeks. However, Dhanraj, the service center head, offers to replace the damaged monitor with a monitor from a used laptop. Okay. He assures Rohini that the used monitor is as good as a new one. Which of the following options, if true, will give Rohini the best reason to accept the offer? Now, what happened? The professor goes to the Apple service center to repair a laptop, but the service center tells her that this is going to take time. Problem is, the exams are just round the corner. So, not the exam, sorry, the new term is round the corner. So, Rohini would need the laptop for her classes. So, but what did the Apple service center guy tell her? She gives her an alternative. Alternative is, you know what? I am giving you a monitor from a used laptop. Okay, but don't worry, it is as good as a new one. Question is, which of the following options will make Rohini believe, will give Rohini the best reason to accept the offer? So basically, question is, why should Rohini accept this offer? What is that offer? That the used laptop is as good as a new one. Now think about it. Think about it. Why should Rohini accept this offer? Sachin is saying option 4. So I've got two answers still. Sachin is saying option 4. Okay. Think about it. There are, I think my pre-thinking would be, I would accept the offer. I would accept the offer. I would accept the offer if I have some reason to believe the service guy. Would you agree? I would accept the offer if there is some reason, okay, some convincing reason to believe the service center guy. To believe service center guy. That's my thought process. To believe the service center guy. Someone might be thinking, इतना लंबा sentence लिख रहा है. But remember, ये मन में मेरा है. And whenever I am reading the options, I'm just trying to relate it to this pre-thinking. Right? Their question is saying, why should she accept the offer? She would accept the offer if whatever this guy is saying, right, is as good as the new one. If this is a true statement, and if I can believe that this statement is true, that guy is not lying, I think I should accept the offer. That's it. As simple as that. Let's start. Option 1 or 4 log bola hai, so I'll go with 2 first. Option 2. Her husband's meetings will be few and far between in the next week. So how is the husband coming here? How is the husband related to the offer? Not related. Option 2 gone. Option 3. Dhanraj is a friend of Rohini's colleague Swarna. Friend है. अगर friend है तो क्या ही होगा? अगर friend है तो क्या ही होगा? I mean, friendship थोड़ी है, ये तो professional relationship चल रहा है. A guy is trying to sell something, right? So friendship, I mean, खुद का भी friend नहीं है. Friend of someone's colleague. That's too far a relation. Cannot be yours. Point 5. Rohini has to start a 6-term course in a month. It has nothing to do. It's not even related to the question. The question is, why should she accept the offer? Point 5 is also incorrect. वन और फोर में से एक आंसर होगा. 4 देखते हैं. Dhanraj offers a 3-month personal assurance on the use monitor. Personal assurance on the used monitor. Cooler is also saying option 4. Okay. मान लो कल तुम एक लैपटॉप खरीदने जाते हो. You go to buy a laptop. Okay. The salesman tells you, you ask him what is the warranty. The salesman tell you warranty कुछ नहीं है, लेकिन मैं गारंटी देता हूं आपको, पर्सनल गारंटी देता हूं कि 3 महीना तक कुछ नहीं होगा. What? Tell me. Are you going to buy the laptop? वारंटी नहीं है लेकिन पर्सनल एश्योरेंस है. मैं आपको पर्सनली एश्योर कर रहा हूं लेकिन 3 मंथ कुछ नहीं होगा. 3 मंथ का पर्सनल एश्योरेंस. यहां पे दो प्रॉब्लम. प्रॉब्लम 1, there is no official warranty but a personal assurance which is oral, not written. Problem number 1. Problem number 2, it's only for 3 months. Don't you think something like a laptop, if you're taking, you want it to run for a longer period? Don't you think 3 months is too short a period? Don't you think? कोई अगर बोलेगा कि 3 महीना का ही वारंटी है, विल यू बाय? वी ऑल गो फॉर 1 year एक्सटेंशन, 2 year एक्सटेंशन. लोग तो 5-5 साल का वारंटी लेता है लैपटॉप में, राइट? So no problem with statement 4. A, 3 months is too short a period, and option, and the second problem is it's not a warranty, it's a personal assurance. Problem statement 4 is also incorrect. 1, Rohin is a long time customer of the store which runs the service center. If you're a long time customer, if you had not any bad experiences previously, that's why you're a long term customer. So if you're a long term customer, you intend to believe you what they say, right? Obviously, because I haven't had any bad experience so far, and that makes me believe that what the guy is saying is true. Answer is option. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Tell me, between 1 and 4, 1 is definitely better. 1 is definitely better. Any doubt in this? I'm looking at the options. Any doubt in this? Clear? Clear? सही है ना? कोई डाउट है बता दो. I know our time is up, but I think I need another 10-15 minutes. That बहुत कम time है, right? So let's extend the session as always, right? I've been doing that for another 10-15 minutes. Okay, another 10-15 minutes, please. I know the time is up, but let's extend it by another 10-15 minutes. ठीक है? चलो, next case then. Next case then. नहीं, not done for the day. Not done for the day. Tomorrow night we don't have a class. Tomorrow night 10 p.m. we'll not have a class. 30th है, उसके बाद 31st को भी class नहीं होगा. तो आज थोड़ा extend कर लेते हैं. 10-15 मिनट तो कर ही सकते हैं, right? चलो, let's start. चलो, try this out. XAT, this is XAT 2022. XAT 2022. Okay. You read it and then I'll pull up the questions. You read it and then I will pull up the questions. Okay. 2 minutes. XAT 2022 का set. Read it, read the passage carefully, summarize it, and then let me know. And then just type done in the comment section. Just type done. Just type done once you are done so that I know that you are done and I can move to the next slide, which has the questions. Done? Juvraj is saying question. Okay, we'll go to the questions, another 30 seconds. Read? Okay, I'll go to the questions. Okay, I hope you otherwise take a photo of this. Done reading, right? Okay. Okay, question. Take down the question. Mark the poll. Sorry. Type the answer once you get it. Okay, Shreya tells me it's option 4. Okay, gonna check. Gonna check. Any other answer? Any other answer? The cooler tells me option 4. Adish tells me option 4. Okay. Till now, people have got only one answer. That's option 4. Okay. We are going to check. We are going to check any other answer. Any other answer. Till now, people have told me only one answer, which is option 4. Confused in 1 and 4. That's what Blink tells me. Shivani tells me it's option 1. Okay. Fine. 1 and 4. Do answer मिला है. I think in the interest of time, we will do it together. Let's do it together, please, in the interest of time. Okay. Chalo, let's start. Let's start. Let's start. Fundamental research in science for corporate applications is an R&D unit of a public sector undertaking. Okay. Furka's employees are research scientists who assess the public sector undertaking through their R&D. Okay. Given the far-reaching, Nanlal says option 2. Okay, we'll check. Given the far-reaching implications of his research, Furskal was established as a separate entity near the factory of the PSC. Okay. Forsa has 3 levels of hierarchy: junior, senior, and chief scientists, and all of them reside on the campus. Hence, every scientist, regardless of hierarchy, resides in a house that is similar in all aspects. Though the scientists are entitled to a house rent allowance, given the distance of Furka from the city, housing them on the campus makes sense. The new recruits are provided a transit accommodation. Transit matlab temporary. Temporary accommodation in the institute's studio apartments. Studio matlab chota apartments. Okay. Temporary accommodation in small apartments until vacant houses are available. For these recruits, a queue has been created on the basis of their date of joining and not on hierarchy, with the most recent recruit going to the last in the queue. Execution of this policy is the responsibility of the Furka Chief Administrative Officer CAO, who reports to the director. Okay. Quite a lengthy paragraph, trying to rephrase it and summarize it. So basically, there is one scientific organization. Okay, some scientific organization is there of a PSU, like right, of a PSU. This scientific organization has got scientists working for them, and these scientists are of 3 levels. There are 3 designations: some senior, junior, and executive, and chief scientist. Right? There are 3 designations. Okay. Now the thing is, all these scientists reside in same types of houses which are similar in all aspects. Whether you are boss or whether you are the lowest guy in as a scientist, you are all entitled to same type of house. And these scientists stay within the premises, right? They also mention in the last paragraph how houses are allotted to the scientists. So they say that once someone joins a new guy, he is given a temporary small accommodation and then he moves to the permanent house. And how do you move? Basically, they create a waiting list, sort of waiting list. So whoever joins first is number one on the joining list, is number one on the waiting list. Whoever joins last is the last guy in the waiting list. And then everyone is given the same house irrespective of your designation. Fine. And who sees all this house allotment? Someone called the CAO, who is the Chief Administrative Officer. I think I have summarized it. Summarized ho gaya mera. Right? Let's go to the questions now. Harsh Kole resides in house number 324. Since long, Harsh wants to move from a 3 series house, 3 matlab starting with 3, to a 2 series house, 2 series matlab starting with 2. Because his mother-in-law, a chief scientist, lives alone in house number 225. A few years back, Harsh formally requested the CAO to allow him to move to a 2 series house wherever available. Recently, when house number 224 becomes vacant, Harsh appeals to the CAO for that house, citing his earlier request. Currently, there are 5 scientists waiting in the queue, and Soft Tongut is on the top of the queue. So there are too many numbers and too many names. I think it's better if I just try to draw some chota sa picture. So you have a house number 324. 324 mein who stays? Harsh stays. Where does he want to move? He wants to move to house number 225. Usko jana house number somewhere close to 225. Why? Because the in-law, mother-in-law stays alone there. Right? Now recently what happened? 224 is becoming vacant. 224 becomes vacant. So this is now vacant. 224 is becoming vacant. Okay. Harsh appeals to the CEO for that house, citing his earlier request. Okay. Currently, there are 5 scientists waiting in the queue, and Soft Tangu. There is a guy called New Guy, whose name is Soft. He is also waiting for a house. Now, fine. और हर्ष ने कब रिक्वेस्ट किया था? हर्ष has made the request a few years back. Harsh has made the request a few years back to move to somewhere close to house number 225. Okay. Question is, from the following options, choose the best option to be taken by the CEO without violating the existing house policy. What is the policy? The policy is that whoever is number 1 on the list gets a vacant house. I am trying to do a pre-thing. For me, I have not read the options, but I feel the pre-thinking is easier. Why? All the houses are identical in all aspects. Whenever a house is becoming vacant, the new guy should get the house. Yes? So 224 should ideally go to the new guy. But if you want to make everyone happy, think about it. All the houses are the same. And Harsh has made the request some 2 years back. Even before the new guy came. Some 2 years back, he made the request. So don't you think it would be more sensible? I have not even read the option. If the new guy goes to Harsh's house and Harsh in turn moves to 220. Can the new guy complain that no, I want 224 only? Why? All the houses are identical in all respects. That's what the paragraph tells you. I have not read the option, but for me, this seems to be the best option. Harsh is happy, new guy is happy, no complaint. Let's get started with the options now. Start करते हैं. Option 2, 1 पे आएंगे, 1 और 4 लास्ट पे आएंगे, पहले 2 देखते हैं. 2, create a separate queue for extend residents and give them the first right to refuse. Remember, if a policy or a principle is mentioned in the passage, you cannot create a new principle. In the XAT, remember, if some policy principle is given, kuch bhi ho jaye, that policy or principle has to be followed. You cannot violate it. Option 2 talks about something new. You can't do that. Cannot be applied. Incorrect. 3. Ask Harsh to join the queue because scientists in the queue should be given priority. You cannot ask him to join the queue for the simple reason that Harsh made this request some 2 years back. Had he made the request probably for a few days back, I could have thought about it. But since he has made the request long time back, all the houses are identical, it makes absolutely no sense for Harsh to wait further. Point number 3, incorrect. Point number 5. Ignore Harsha's request since it violates the housing policy. Remember, it does not violate the housing policy. What is the IS housing policy? New guy gets a vacant house. Does it mention which house should he get? No. He gets one of the vacant houses. All the houses are identical. So point 5 is also eliminated. Point 1. Allot house number 224 to solve, asking Harsh to negotiate a possible swap with solve. Option 1 talks about a manager who wants to run away from a job. He says that, you know what, मेरा काम है allot करना, उसके बाद तुमको जो करना है कर लो. मेरा, as per the rule book, this house is becoming vacant. I'll give this only. You both decide and do whatever you want. No. Managers often go out of their way to create solutions, to find solutions. Point 1 is a manager who just say, I don't bother. तुम लोग कर लो आपस में जो करना है. Right? That's not how a manager acts. And that's not how a managerial decision-making answer would be. Option 1 is not your answer. And unfortunately, some of you have marked that. Cannot be your answer. Answer is 4. Ask Harsh to move to the house number 224 immediately and allocate Harsh's house to solve. Good. That's your answer. Option 4. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Is this clear? Clear? Yeah? Last question of the day. Okay. One more we'll do. One more. Okay. One more. I think one more. Hopefully, jage hue ho. I am to full on Josh. Let's do one more. Okay. Last one. Okay. चलो कर लो इसको. XAT 2022 again. XAT 2022 again. 2 minutes. XAT 2022 again. 2 minutes. Mohammed is saying 1. Satish is saying option 3. Okay, दो answers आ गया अभी तक. Mohammed has deleted his answer, but let's see. Satish is saying 3. रात को एनर्जी तो अभी स्टार्ट होगा. Good. Nanlal is saying 3. Adish is saying 3. Mohammed now is saying 3. Shreya is saying 3. क्या बात है, कितना जल्दी जल्दी लोग आंसर देते हैं आजकल. We will see if 3 is the correct answer. We'll see. I don't know. We'll check. We will check. Shreya, Jubaraj, everyone is saying 3, right? Your bro is also telling me 3. क्या बात है. In the interest of time, Bling tells me it's 3. Mohammed is saying, sir, typo that. Not a problem. Absolutely no problem. Okay. Shall we do it together? In the interest of time, we will do it together. Okay. In the interest of time, we will do it together. Okay. Chalo, start karte hain. Ran Regruth. Okay, I'll call him RR. I'm not used to pronouncing such tough names. I'll call him RR. RR joins Furska recently and is placed 3rd in the housing queue. He has been temporarily housed in a studio apartment. As I said, studio apartment matlab chota sa ek ghar, okay? Given that the studio apartment is too small, he requests his sister to take care of their ailing matlab old, right? Old, probably suffering from some diseases. Old parents while he awaits a regular house allotment. As months pass, his sister finds it difficult to accommodate her parents along with her in laws. She requests Rawang to accommodate them with his family. Rawang is the RR, right? With his family. Since he is third in the queue, he may not get a house allotted in the near future. He approaches the CEO with a request to be moved up the queue on humanitarian grounds. So there's a new guy, okay? He's number 3 in the waiting list and he has not got a house still. The problem is he has got aged parents, okay? And because he's staying in a very small house currently, he has not got his permanent house. He's finding it difficult to accommodate his aging parents. So he tells his sister, please take care of them till the time I get my house. A few months pass. Sister also faces the same problem. She has her in-laws with staying with her, and now along with the parents and in-laws, it becomes very difficult. So she tells her brother again that please take our parents. Even I am facing problems. Now, what does this guy do? He makes a request to the CAO that please make sure, please move me up the queue on humanitarian grounds and allot me a house as soon as possible because it is really urgent. Question is, which of the following responses by the CEO shall be perceived as the most appropriate by all stakeholders? Most appropriate. Okay. Now think about it. What should the CAO respond? What should the CAO respond? And also remember CAO, right? What should the CAO respond? Okay, instead of writing CAO, I should write rethinking, right? Think about it. All stakeholders. That word is also very important. Word is also very important. What is the word? All stakeholders. All would mean RR plus the other guys as well. Again, I keep telling my students, in the XAT, if a principle is there, if a rule is there, if some policy is there, it cannot be violated. And that's how it happens in the companies as well. If today your organization makes a rule, you cannot violate that rule. Come what may, rules are not meant to be broken. A rule is a rule, right? तो रूल का एक्सेप्शंस नहीं होते. Someone might say sir humanitarian grounds. देखो कंपनीज में ना in the professional life humanitarian grounds does not get a too much consideration, right? Tomorrow if I exhaust my sick leaves and I fall sick, you know what, if I go and tell my manager I'm sick, he might say okay you are sick, please take care, but my salary will be deducted. Why? I've exhausted my sick leaves, right? So a policy is a policy. It cannot be broken or bent in the XAT. Remember that. So here if you are number 3 on the list, you can't be moved up. As simple as that. So what will I do? Probably some alternate accommodation, right? Because all stakeholders should be satisfied. So some alternate, some big house alternate arrangements to be made. Will you think? Yes, I would say some alternate arrangements to be made. Alternate arrangements, alternate temporary arrangements. He can help you. He can help you. He can help you. Right. So that's the best thing because that will say that, you know what, you didn't break the rule and even this guy will be happy. Let's start with the options. Being is saying maybe one also possible in that case. Let's start. We'll see. Ask Rawang to negotiate and arrive at a consensus with the 2 scientists ahead in the queue, which the CEO shall implement. Now, मैं बार बार बोल रहा हूँ, I am telling you one golden rule, right? So there are some big golden rules. What are the golden rules? As a manager, you don't pass on the decision to someone else. You don't say that, चलो तुम लोग आपस में बात करके decide करो. That's not what managers do. Managers don't pass on the buck. The buck stops at them. They are the ones who find solutions. कल मैं मोदी जी के पास जाऊं कोई प्रॉब्लम लेके और मोदी जी बोल दिया कि यार ये ना तुम लोग दोनों आपस में बात करके सॉल्व कर दो, मेरे पास बताओ. That's not what Modi ji will do. That's not what Modi ji will do. If you go with a problem to the prime minister of the country, the expectation is he would take the lead in solving the problem. And that's, please remember that as a manager, that this is a theme. Theme matlab, not only in this question, kahin bhi in the XAT, right? A manager is not supposed to pass on the buck. He's not saying that tum log karo decide. No, that doesn't happen in the XAT. Option 1 cannot be answered. 2. Inform Rawang that nothing can be done since violation of rules will set a wrong precedence. This is a correct thing, but the problem here is you need to satisfy all stakeholders. All stakeholders would also include Rawang. And if you tell this to Rawang, he will not be satisfied. So option 2 is incorrect. 3 will come back. 4. Ask Rawang to meet with the director of Furska and present his case. Again, you are passing on the buck. You are passing on the buck. You are saying, जाओ किसी और के पास and let him make the decision. Yeah, you are a manager. You are the future leaders of the country. It's you who are going to make decisions in the XAT as well. Point 4 can never ever be an answer in the XAT. Point 5. Move Rawang to the top of the queue and make a rule that scientists with ailing parents shall be given preference. No, you can't do that. पहले exception and then making the rule. No, doesn't work like that. पहले rule होता है and then people follow that rule. ऐसा कभी नहीं होगा कि पहले you let the people do and then make a rule. That doesn't work in the that. So this could have been easily eliminated. The only option feasible is option 3. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Yes? Clear? Okay, so that completes this session, and tomorrow is gonna be last 2 दिन बचा है. Tomorrow there is no night class. I'm gonna take 2 classes tomorrow. ZAT का एक QA session लूंगा मैं, but I am gonna take the QA session on YouTube tomorrow between 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. ZAT QA. Okay, ZAT का एक QA session लूंगा between 11 to 2 p.m. or 12 p.m. on Unacademy Catalyst, not on this channel. बट अनअकैडमी का और एक चैनल है राइट यूट्यूब में कैटलिस्ट, वहां पे लूंगा. और 1 से 2 बजे आई एम गोना टेक अनदर डिसीजन मेकिंग क्लास, नॉट ऑन यूट्यूब बट इट्स अ फ्री क्लास ऑन अनअकैडमी प्लेटफॉर्म. फ्री क्लास, ओके, फ्री स्पेशल क्लास. 2 क्लास है एंड 38 और 31 को रात को 10 to 11 देयर इज नो क्लास. वी विल रिज्यूम आवर नाइट क्लासेस फ्रॉम द 1st of January 2023. ठीक है, तो कल सुबह ही क्लास होगा. जो भी क्लास होगा, एक क्यूए का क्लास लूंगा कैटलिस्ट पे 11 to 12 p.m. और 1 से 2 एक फ्री क्लास लूंगा. लिंक्स कहां पे मिलेगा? हर लिंक मैं टेलीग्राम ग्रुप पे शेयर करता हूं. द टेलीग्राम ग्रुप इज एट द बॉटम ऑफ योर स्क्रीन. Parikshit Sir _cat. Okay, that is it. So if you someone wants to join the telegram group, just search Parikshit Sir _cat और मेरा telegram link मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, that is it. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, and as I said, the next raat wala class will be next year, right, which is 1st of January. ठीक है, और सुबह वाला क्लास तो मैं कर लूंगा ये 2 क्लासेस. ठीक है, ओके, चलो, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the class. Hope you got to learn a lot of things, and hope you feel super confident about the decision making section now, right? Yes. Thank you, folks. Happy learning and good night.